Karnataka's Bengaluru, that language war there that we saw a few weeks ago, now back haunting Bengaluru, with this time the BBMP itself, civic body, cracking down on businesses that have English signboards in place, despite Feb 28th being the deadline that was given by the same BBMP. You're seeing the visuals on our screens here. It's a sari shop in Ramurthy Nagar where an English signboard, despite having Kannada as well, the English signage is completely pulled down by the BBMP workers using sticks, ensuring that the shop owners are embarrassed publicly. This was done in broad daylight, in fact, just 2 days ago, while the deadline given by the same BBMP is the 28th of February. While India Today has spoken to BBMP officers, they claim they don't want to wait until the 28th of February. They will continue cracking down on all shops and business establishments that does not have 60% Kannada written on their signages. I'm going to cut across to our ground report and reactions on this. Have a listen.
Shopkeepers in East Bengaluru were shocked when the pro-Kannada activists and BBMP marshals were on a rampage 2 days back, vandalizing all the nameplates on the streets of TC Palya. According to government compliances, you have to install 60-40 nameplates by 28th of February. You have a deadline till 28th of February. By that time, they have to change the nameplates and ensure that they have to comply orders of 60% of board in Kannada and 40% in English. Despite giving a deadline, we have noticed that the BBMP marshals and pro-Kannada activists were on a rampage, vandalizing every single boards of the shops on the streets of Bengaluru. And this has happened day before yesterday in TC Palya in Kyarpuram area. Sir, what exactly happened and what is the justification given by the BBMP as well as the pro-Kannada activists?
BBMP had issued a notice for us to change the boards. But still we had also taken measures because of the exams and the tests and all happening. We could not change it. We had kept it ready. Okay. But the boards also had Kannada version also there. Okay. And there are some boards which never had any such English or Kannada. But they have been, these are the boards that are having, even these boards had Kannada also. Okay. But still, whatever it is, they should not vandalize an educational institution. If it's a bar and a restaurant or some other things, they can do it. Okay. But being an educational institution where all the subjects are being taught with equal importance, they shouldn't have done such an act.
Sir, आपका दुकान भी उन लोगों ने तोड़ा है. आपने मांगा भी कि आपको टाइम दे दो, आपने ऑर्डर किया है, आ जाएगा. उसके बाद भी उन लोगों ने आपका बात नहीं सुना था.
एक्चुअली टाइम है सर, अप टू 29 वर्क टाइम है. वो आया पूरा खराब कर दिया, चले गया. ऐसा
कितना दुकानों को यहाँ पे ऐसा किया है?
ये रोड में ये साइड में पूरा हो गया सर. पहले ड्राई फ्रूट्स एक है, बैक साइड मयूर ज्वेलर्स एक है, वो पूरा कर दिया. वो कलकरे मेन रोड भी थोड़ा खराब कर दिया.
Sir, BBMP East Commissioner Snehal claims that they cannot wait till 28th. They have already issued notice to all of you people, but still you have not installed it. How do you see this particular justification given by the BBMP East Commissioner?
Yes, that is there. That's true. But still, for an educational institution where all the subjects are being taught in English, we are also giving importance to Kannada. At least they should think of educational institution, hospitals and medical stores. Bangalore is a metropolitan city. We have got people from across India. So if that is very strict, see, Kannada is there. We give importance to Kannada. Naan huttid Karnataka, ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ದು Karnataka, ಓದಿದ್ದು Karnataka, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡೋರ್ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ವಾಕ್ಯ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ವತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನಾಮಫಲಕ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾಮಫಲಕ ಅಂತಾನೂ ಕರೆಯಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ನ ಕೆಡುತ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಲ್ಲ.
As you rightly pointed out that he is even a Kannadiga and he respects language Kannada and he need the time as per the guidelines issued by Karnataka government, rather a notice which has been issued by Karnataka government that they have to change the board by 28th. But see the plight of people here. The marshals as well as pro-Kannada activists have completely vandalized and putting them in a problem. Now they are seeking more time. I mean to say till 28th, where the government has issued a deadline and they can go ahead and install the boards according to the guidelines of Karnataka government. With Shimurthy Sagairaj reporting for India Today, Bengaluru.
All right, that's Sagai Raj bringing us the live reactions of those shop owners. In fact, a school has been vandalized, and that's what's shocking. I have Nagarjun Dwarkanath, who's right now at the BBMP office. He's spoken to the BBMP officers who justify this move, saying we can't wait until Feb 28th. Deadline is Feb 28th. You better comply before that. If not, days ahead, we are going to vandalize your signboards. This is what I understand of the BBMP's move. Nagarjun, I'm shocked to see Bengaluru, which is a business hub. You have people from all over the globe who work and live in Bengaluru. At least the fact that there is a deadline of 28th allow for the establishments to comply by that date. Why act in such a fashion much ahead of time?
Well, it's bizarre that the BBMP themselves are behaving like thugs in the streets with sticks, and when customers are inside commercial establishments and shops, BBMP Paurakarmikas with huge sticks are barging into the shops. The video that we are putting it on screen is an evidence to what we are talking about, where with the sticks they're breaking down the English letters on signboards. What the official orders was, when you find some shop violating the rules, cover them with a cloth or give them notices and then fine them if they don't adhere to the rules. Nowhere on written instructions are that go with sticks, remove it forcefully by beating the letters, by removing it. And also, just when you remove, seeing the visuals, Nabila, you're not only removing the letters but also you're damaging the electrical wiring, the lightings behind it and all of it. So who's going to pay for it? When I spoke to the BBMP commissioner, he said it's one such isolated incident that the over-enthusiastic worker has done this, but I would make sure that no Paurakarmika on work for this duty will not make sure that it will not harm any property, is what BBMP Commissioner Mr. Tushar Girinath told me. But the BBMP officials, all senior officials, are defending that even before the 28th, we will go ahead and implement the orders. But why? 7 more days or 5 more days are there until the order
in fact,
deadline.
This is unlawful. The BBMP itself is acting against the law. If they've set a deadline of Feb 28th, then they've got to wait until Feb 28 midnight. I heard your conversation with the BBMP officer. They've got to wait until midnight for them to actually act. Give them some leeway. There's been enough media glare and spotlight on the issue, both on social media as well as on India Today itself. What gets the BBMP to jump the gun?
Nabila, in fact, the court also has not said go vandalize. Neither has the CM office, neither is Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, who's Bangalore in-charge minister, has told the BBMP officials to go vandalize. You see in the sari shop that we are showing you, and also the Burger King restaurant, where people are inside having their meal, shopping for saris. Randomly, the BBMP Paurakarmikas go with huge sticks and start beating up the English letters and pulling them down and vandalize the signboards. When the owners run out of the shop saying, why are you doing this? They said the notice have been given, the time is up. The time is not up, Feb 28th midnight. Even after that, if commercial establishments still have it, there is a procedure. Fine them, give them more notices, increase the fine. But where is the law say that BBMP can vandalize signboards? This itself is bizarre that the officials are behaving like thugs on the streets.